Hey troops, Zendor here, back again for another stream. We are. Why in the world did it suddenly start saying error the moment I switch over to the main display? Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. We are back for some more Genshin Impact, and we are going to be continuing on with the regional quest. So, yeah. Let's get started. Hey Scarlett! How you doing? You having a good weekend? Alright. Oh! Yeah, just continuing on from the last stream. It's so golden. Wait. Okay, the text was acting like it was on auto. It would be best not to... It will not distinguish between friend or foe. It simply consumes everything it touches. A crass and brutal approach. The designs these fools came up with. Still, we can use it to open the shield covering the permit, right? Oh wait, no, Paimon. Still, we can use it to open the shield covering the permit, right? I definitely need to... I'm noticing that I seem to, like, have a hard time balancing my voice, or however you want to describe it. The Basileia Navalion is on the march once more. Okay. I've seen you mention them a few times. But yeah, I saw a streamer, the VTuber Crony. I saw a clip of her talking about like her mic setup over the time and how XLR is pretty good. You can use XLR to like listen to yourself as you're talking. I think that's going to be next on my upgrade. I need to be able to hear myself, because this is like I'm muffled like this. I can't really, like, I keep on having to adjust my headphones so that I can hear myself more clearly, so that I don't stutter so much or don't have so much of a lisp. But yeah, it's worth a shot. Arrgh. Anyway, let's find a way to make this thing ascend, shall we? Okay. Wait, there's a chest? Oh! We actually get to... I mean, I remember seeing one of these guys in that vision, but we actually get to see one. Game's not letting me get a good perspective. It's treating him like an obstacle, not an NPC. Ah. Right. Oh, there's also one of those vision things. Or not vision, but picture things. I don't think I'm supposed to be going this way. Oh. Okay, so not that way. Hmm? Oh! Wait. Oh! I see. Whoa! Okay. Hmm. Wait. Do I have to be over here? Yes. And now we have a trail that's leading us over here. Wait. Oh! Ho, 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 ho. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Looks cool, but then it clips into the ground. Wait. Oh. I think I realized I made a I think I made a mistake.
Let's burn this breeze.
Am I supposed to shoot? Nope. That's not. Nope, 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 nope. I don't get it.
Carving waves. Woohoo!
Oh! Okay, I think I know what I'm supposed to be doing now. I think. Wait, no, okay, so that one's gone now.
Let's ride.
Okay, no, I'm mistaken. I am mistaken.
Let's ride. Full throttle.
Okay. Oh! Alright, how do I get that? Oh, that's how. Move, move, move! There we go. Hmm? And explosive berry. Ah, that's unfortunate.
Bullseye. Let's ride. Pyroclastic Let's burn this breeze. Bullseye.
There we go.
Ooh, shiny. It's so pretty.
There we go. Why do I feel like we're about to we're gonna have to run? Yep. Well, that's handy. Woo! I was actually a little nervous for a moment. Whew. That's a wrap. Finally. Guess we've got the permit to enter that heart of the sacred mountain or whatever now. No. As I said before, this is merely the permit's empty shell. A device made from a single scale, bereft of any information concerning its owner, cannot be converted into a permit. Otherwise, would it not have become some sort of master key to be used by any old dragon? Quickly, bring the dragon of suitable status to the stand. Where are we supposed to find a dragon? Hey, wait. Does Gratagan count? Not at the moment, no. Then what do we do? I'm in the mood for some coffee beans. Long ago, after the great sovereign entered the heart of the sacred mountain, there were some who had the authority to, yet did not, activate this permit. Perhaps this conspicuous specimen was placed here for that very purpose. Would be nice if there was actually some voice dialogue. Oh well. A race reliant on the protection of the strong. Perhaps this world should long ago have been cleansed by the flames of rebirth. Would you not agree?
I'm a little out of practice.
Oh, we're going much faster now. Ooh. That's a lot of dragons. If I remember correctly, we now have to fight one of them. Or at some point. There it is. The engraving light that can activate the skill. That is the permit. Arrgh! Phew! You can see the whole sacred city from here. Indeed. The shadow of a glorious, unhappy past. Arrgh! Arrgh! You wish to know the final outcome of that trial? Of course. Those who called for a secret judgment knew that the master of all light and flame was simply feigning death. But when the true king, only occasionally clear-minded, made an appearance in the flesh, the 13 lords and 3 princes, who before could not stop speaking, hastily withdrew their words, and the whole trial descended into farce, and was thus dissolved. Later on, the 3 princes would be slain in battle against humanity, while 10 of the 13 lords fell when the sacred city of Tolan collapsed, with 1 remaining in Chichen Oktoka. But 1 lord survives to the present day, though doubtless not in the form that it would have wished to maintain. Alright, let us continue into the heart of the sacred mountain. There, all lies buried, including a yearning for the journey's end. My duties shall soon be discharged in full. Chosen of dragons, if only you could have seen this place in the fullest splendor, its truest beauty. Go, touch the flame-engraved light. Win permission to reach the sacred mountain's heart. Oh, on you? Huh. Gone again. Paimon was just getting used to using that name. Still, the permit to enter the heart of the sacred mountain is ours at last. Rawr! The light on this side, it's gone.
Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but luckily for you, I don't really need this stuff.
All right. Oh. Oh, okay. That'll be for later. Do you have any other inquiries? Or do you wish to mark out the next location where retrievable data might be stored? How do we enter the heart of the sacred mountain? The entrance to the heart of the sacred mountain is at the newly excavated entrance. Descend into the deepest fissure of the volcano where it is defended by a secret source dragon idol. Moreover, any who wish to gain access to the heart must also obtain a permit, and for safety reasons, only then can you gain the acknowledgement of the secret source dragon idol that stands guard. Heart of the... I'm pretty sure that we went over all that. Yep, okay, So that's where we need to go now. Not sure why it brought me back over to him.
Rev the engines!
Elytral structures? What would hilichurls be doing here? Uh-oh. Ah! Ow.
Burn it down. Locked on. Knock him down. Open fire. Let's ride.
Uh-oh. I'm flying away. Off. Off. Where?
Rev the engines.
Hey, Floof. How you doing? Oh. Yeah. My goodness, Floof. Glad you're doing good. Destroy the oozing. Oh. Not gonna lie, you're excited to get Kenichi. Okay. Fire! No, I need to aim down. I need to aim down. No! Fire! Fire! Mona and Voice. Ah, that's unfortunate.
The rewards of an adventure worth remembering.
I definitely am going to want to... Dragon. Definitely am going to want to ride that again.
Let's ride. Full throttle.
Hello again. Greetings! New data recovery category detected. Entries concerning source mechanism and energy cores have been updated. Phlogiston is the main form of energy that powers source mechanisms, albeit in a condensed form that closely resembles light. Stable amounts of phlogiston units may be generated via the controlled reaction known as data loss, allowing for more precise control over energy release. The energy that a source mechanism requires is dependent on both size and the complexity of its operating logic. The quantity of phlogiston units a secret source servant requires is data lost. While the larger secret source dragon idols in fact require less, specifically 3 in number. Information is energy and energy is information. The data carrier you retrieve counts as a single phlogiston unit. So 1 phlogiston unit is 1 fireball. Yes, that is one way to look at it. You restored a phlogiston unit that had been corrupted by the abyss. Only then could I extract anything from it. They can also be used as a substitute. They can also be used as substitute energy sources for abyss-corroded source mechanisms. Do you have any other inquiries? Or do you wish to mark out the next location where retrievable data might be stored? Please mark the next site abyssal corrosion. Blah. Genshin. Hoyoverse. English. Please mark the next abyssal corrosion site. Affirmative. It has been marked. Please clear the abyss corrupted zone as soon as possible to retrieve the data stored there. From there, the database may be restored, preserved, and maintained, such that the required content may be accessed. Do you have any other inquiries? Or do you wish to mark out the next location where retrievable data might be stored? I don't have further inquiries. Understood.
Try and stop me!
Oh no. Okay. Time to be a battering ram. All right.
Let's ride! Wrath from the sky! Fire in the hole! Take me up! Locked on! Bullseye! Surf's up! Cast an epic wave! Let's ride! Rev the engines!
Oh,
The rewards of an adventure worth remembering.
we're out again. Where did you go? Oh. That's funny. Oh. Okay. Ouch. Wait, hang on. Is this supposed to be what I think? I'm confused. Oh, I see. Oh, hot, 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 hot. Clear the abyssal corrosion. Working on it. Proud again. I did not mean to press G. Oh,
Let's burn this breeze.
proud again. Where are you going? Nope. I see. Hey, no pushing. Okay, why can I not turn around? That was weird. Whoa! Alright, abyssal corrosion cleared.
Dividing the loot is often the cause of conflict, but luckily for you, I don't really need this stuff.
Good, because I do. Wait. Oh my goodness, this is going to take so long. Oh, never mind, not as long as I thought. Hmm? Oh! Where am I going? Uh... No. Okay. Okay. Next location. Now, why
Let's
did you
burn this
not...
place.
Let's ride.
Hey!
Let's burn this breeze.
Pyroclastic surge. Full throttle. Locked on. Knock him down. Light of the blazing sun. Try and stop me.
Let's burn this breeze.
Open fire. Bullseye. Let's ride. Full throttle. Wrath from the sky.
Let's burn this breeze.
Bullseye. Fire in the hole. Pyroclastic surge. Try and stop me. Open fire. Open fire. Lightning terrified. Stand with me. Wrath from the sky. Full throttle.
Let's burn this breeze.
Open fire.
Knock him down.
Open fire. Locked on.
Oh, is this what I'm supposed to do? Yep. Boy, I almost fell off there. Okay, that's fun. Getting a lot of achievements from this.
War makes a lot of problems go away. So you can never have too much more, huh?
Hmm. More can make a lot of problems go away, but it can also cause a bunch of problems. Whoa.
Let's burn this breeze.
Nope. Ah, that's what that was for.
War makes a lot of problems go away.
Oh.
So you can never have too much more, huh?
Okay. Where are we going? Wait. Ah, shoot. Okay.
Let's ride.
All right. So somewhere, there we are. Jeez, there are so many of those. Charge! Ow.
Pyroclastic surge. Rev the end.
Let's burn this breeze.
Open fire. Fire in the hole.
War makes a lot of problems go away. So you can never have too much more, huh?
Hmm. Oh, I see. Well. Oh, whoa. Okay, there was a moment of lag right there. What am I falling towards? Free fall! Let's see. Oh my. Huh. Who would have thought there'd be such a huge space underneath this volcano? And it's wall-to-wall abyss in here. Now that Paimon thinks about it, the abyss covering the entrance... Oh, shoot. I gotta say, with how deep we've gone, wouldn't we have been in the Night Kingdom by now? Or does the Night Kingdom go underneath here? Yeah, that's a later question. Let's use it to send the abyss packing right here and now. Rawr! Nice to see that we got infinite phlogiston down here.
Light of the blazing sun! Try and stop me! Open fire! Open fire! Open fire! Let's ride! Wrath from the sky!
Woo! Cannon time! Oh, shoot. that's what. Okay. You're not getting away from me! Okay, maybe you are. See what I need to do. We jumped right into a hot burning sun. Whoa. Dragon technology is quite impressive. Oh. So I've seen a lot of people talking about this place and how it looks like, shoot, what's her name again? Arlecchino. It looks a lot like Arlecchino's moon. Like, this is supposed to be one of the 3 moons of Tevat. Maybe later. Actually, no, begin reviewing. Having obtained the together with your sword, use obtaining one of the 2 golden entreaties. In order, oh. Okay, yep, I remember that. You're about to send the Basilia Novarion to that weird Aram. Alright, hang on. Oh. Navigate. Ooh, chests! Present the oh. Ignite the sacred flame to cleanse creation. Again looks so cute. Why'd you show whoever resides in that realm whose face? Oh boy. Whew. Right. Into the light! Oh. So once we're in there, we can activate the sacred flame and cure Grout again? That way he'll be able to grow up healthy, right? Rawr. Thinking back on it, we sure have done tons of stuff on this journey. And cleared loads of trials created by that Sage of the Stolen Flame guy. We even had to bust up with Ochkan, that super famous tyrant. Well, he turned out to be Coco in the end, but and not as bad a guy as we thought. And come to think of it, all that Sage of the Stolen Flame stuff was kind of weird, but whatever. Let's get going. Well, I have ample time right now. Yeah, not a moment to lose. I am gonna have a few more coffee beans. All right. Let's go. Don't you worry. Come on, let's go. Oh. Well, that was the title. There's nothing here. Okay. Chosen dragons, come forth. Face your final test. Learn the truth and make your choice. Wait. No one told us anything about this. Ah. Maybe I went on. Maybe I should have been, Fire Traveler? Oh boy. Ow, ow, ow. How do I escape from this? Oh. I don't. Oh. I was engaging the hands. At this rate, the disordered power will devour your frail body utterly. Even so, you surprise me. I did not expect that you could use the power within your blood to such an extent without having received the proper guidance. Come, accept the guidance of the true sacred flame. Let the power bear you up, rather than use your body to bear this power. Come forth. Long have I awaited you, chosen of dragons. dragonborn who braved the flame and returned. As the light floats around you, the rampaging power within your body seems to circulate, submitting to some ever-shifting cycle. Your body seems to adapt to this change. It is just like the moment when you gained wisdom from the liquid phlogiston you immersed yourself in. Countless images flow into your mind, following the circulating power, almost as if they were being reassembled and read out to you. Come, I have something to show you. The speaker's voice seems immeasurably distant, and after that, both your body and consciousness fall into a white abyss. Oh, Rodigan's fully grown. Open your eyes, descendant of the Flame Lord. I believe this is the second time I have formally met you in this form. Wait. My voice? My voice is... I believe this is the second time I have... Oh. And my body, too. You have briefly achieved the form of a mature dragon, after your power was channeled with the proper guidance. Were that not the case, that savage strength would have warped your form. Oh my goodness, the bandage is on his arm now. Aww. Or bandana. In an earlier eon, the phlogiston-rich soils that sustained Natlan were regarded by the Heavenly Reaver as a form of so-called holy soil phenomena. They cast sky nails down to destroy the land. We dragons boast extreme adaptability and evolutionary capacity, but this was used against us. Countless dragonborn could only devolve so as to survive in present-day Natlan. But their bloodline has not changed. That which Shikotl would not admit, the mark on one's horn would prove. For in the beginning, it was through his horn that the Pyro Dragon Sovereign first transmitted flaming light and wisdom. So the removal of the blessing was a lie you made up. Only one of a mission. If not guided correctly, this disordered power would indeed kill most Saurians who bear the blessing. The only question became whether we could control the blessing's occurrence or not. The answer was that we had a high chance of success. But you do not speak falsely even so. I did intend to use a human to unseal the volcano, and use Xbalanque's oath to have a human bring back the other golden entity, which is why I created that legend in the first place. I would not name it an honorable tactic. Many are the great humans who have died for this cause. But you will understand in time that I no longer had any other choice. So, the so-called Chosen of Dragons refers to both the Chosen Dragon and the Chosen Human who brings the dragon here. It's just that once you were brought here, the human's duty had already ended. None but you remained to tread the path. Wait a minute. Those words, they ring in my head. Why? Now you have mastered the way of dragon speak. A distant thing, indeed, from the brute cries of Natlan's saurian kind. And if you willed it, you could have any intelligent being understand your words. Indeed, the phlogiston within your body and the information and wisdom passed down from antiquity through the primal flame will also begin emerging. You're the Sage of Stolen Flame? That is what the humans named me. Waxaklahan Ubakan. 2. Ubakan, too, is also one of the many names I created. But Kukulkan was... forget it. Though all names will very soon become meaningless, you may simply call me that for now. Strange. I feel I've forgotten something very important. Confused? Well, it's quite normal too. After having re-attained wisdom, be flooded by the sea of information. But if you'd like me to assuage your discomfort, allow me to change into a form you'll find more familiar. Huh? Excuse me. Well, what do you think? Quite convenient, no? Should you desire it, our transformative arts will reveal themselves to you with but a thought. Though you will require the help of some little souls, too. It's fine. I'm happy the way I am. Fair enough. Forgive me for being presumptuous. That is how the story began, no? In that case, let me start this way, too. Anyway, come with me. Whee! Whee! Oh. The river from beyond the skies once froze Jikolto in lava, causing him to fall into a false death. But when the Dragon King Nibelun descended from beyond the circles of this world, he was called forth by the abyss and woke from his long dream. The river annihilated the great black-winged lord at great cost. And at that moment, our fiery sovereign, who had been steeped in the abyss, regained brief, tragic clarity. As he saw it then, this realm, once ruled by wisdom's blazing light, now lay shattered. A land once suffused by primal flame was now corroded by the dark foe, cankered and covered head to toe in sores. Having himself become a breeding ground for darkness, his periods of clarity ever shortening, he knew not when he would become lost to senseless, twisted nothingness. In truth, in his final days, he may as well have restarted his false death, for all the difference it made. All the while, his entire race had become a gaggle of squawking fools. Now that you possess true wisdom, I have little doubt that you too understand how it feels to be a changed being. And so, Shiokoto used the last of the time and wisdom left to him to transform the Dragon City once more and create the Sitsimime. These names. And finally, Huitzilopochtli. What is Huitzilopochtli? The Natlan phlogistonization array. That is to say, a device that can transform all Natlan into a land of only phlogiston, or only of matter comprised of phlogiston. Phlogiston is an atom upon which information may be transcribed, and is itself a form of computronium, an element that can be used to imitate the essence of any and all things through the weaving of language. This is why phlogiston can take on different forms and even switch between them. And this is also why you could see phantoms at the repair mechanisms in the Chamber of Deliberation. Huitzilopochtli will burn everything, and all that information will be logged and replicated by the ocean of phlogiston units. turning all Natlan into a realm composed solely of primal flame. When that happens, the moment the abyss approaches, the astral assemblages created by the primal flame will automatically attach to them, using mutual annihilation reactions to consign our shadowy foe to oblivion. The abyss shall never again be allowed to even gaze upon this realm. But all the lives in Natlan, they will die by Huitzilopochtli's hand, or they can forsake their bodies and become pure phlogiston-based life forms. There shall be neither ley lines nor substantive bodies. We shall own everything, yet never again own anything. We shall be beholden to neither birth nor death. Perhaps even life's meaning shall be null and void to us. At that time, those dragons who have discarded their bodies and become phlogiston life forms shall become the rulers of the new world. That's terrifying. So I thought too, when this plan was first revealed to me. At the time, I believed that should this come to pass, all life would simply become flickering, illusory shadows cast by the titanic torch. Having lost our bodies, we would be bereft of any possibility to continue evolving. But no Dragonborn who serves Chikolto could refuse his orders. So I sought another path. Perhaps I should don another guise for this bit. Bona. Well, what do you think? Quite fascinating, no? Such things as this are easily possible through proper phlogiston manipulation via iridescent inscriptions. I kind of want to puke. What an interesting response. Right now, let's head to Tonatiuh to search for that now non-existent Jade of Return, shall we? Whee! 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 And these are? As I'm sure you have guessed, these are my kin. Oh, speaking too fast, Kukulkan. Slow down! Tonatiuh. Now that is a fine name. Yeah, it's one that I can actually pronounce. Before the false sky enveloped the world, the city that lay beneath it could have rivaled Toland itself. In those days, while in search of light in the pitch-dark outer realms, we set up a stairway? No, it might be more correct to call it a cable to reach beyond our skies. And before Ochkan spun it around, we had been preparing to leave it beyond our orbit and use it to tighten the sky cable and anchor the latter's trajectory. Later, it was modified to become Tonatiuh. It was originally intended to have hung higher in the sky, and then my beloved son, Ochkan, hid a golden entity there. I once thought that through him I could discover how the one seated upon heaven's throne converted the ley lines into a girdle that defends the planet. I believed that once I understood the secrets of this operation, then I could use this method to merge the human and dragon races, allowing dragonkind to use subtler means to resist our great foe, the Abyss. And perhaps even allow the Dragonborn the right to once more glimpse truth upon the skies. But you failed. Indeed. Compared to the dragons, whose souls are more powerful and more uniform, the individual variation among human souls is far too great, and most of them are too fragile anyway. Ochkan. The spirit was like broken glass. It flew all too close to the sun that he could become one with it. And close he got indeed. only to use his shape as a result. He was so unlike to my old self, and just as disappointing. Just like humanity itself. Perhaps I came into contact with them because I, too, once shared their frailties and harbored fantasies of overcoming the strong, even in my weakness. And such a fantasy came true once, when Xbalanque seized upon Shikolo's weak point and slew him. A weak point, you say? Shikolo was the master of the first flame, wielder of all light, heat, and wisdom. He controlled the primal flame, and we could even plunge his entire body into it. By all rights, at that time, there was no way he could have been harmed. If he had not modified one of his pupils to serve as the control hub for Huitzilopochtli, that is. Because he had to monitor and anchor reality using this eye, it became his sole weakness. That is how Xbalanque was able to take him down alongside himself. Wait, they died together? Yes. Xbalanque was undoubtedly slain at the time, but he was reborn then, and thus became the so-called god of fire, the Pyroarchon. Perhaps he paid the price for this death delayed, or perhaps this was part of the deal he had made with a certain entity all along. Whatever the case, he knew that Huitzilopochtli was, and naturally, my alliance with him through Oshkan was meant to prevent this activation. Enter then the Golden Entities, the control hub that could be used to reactivate this place. Split in two between us for safekeeping. Woo! 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 Ah, this is too fun. This is the tower that allows Huitzilopochtli to cover all Natlan and anchor its areas of coverage. Most of them were destroyed at Ochkan's orders, but their fragments served the same purpose anyway. They never imagined that the carrier medium was something far smaller and more delicate, to the point that even a single stone could contain iridescent inscriptions. Had they found out, my plans now would have been rendered impossible. Yeah, I don't know. It's a big, complicated name. Huitzilopochtli. What is that darn Aztec god doing in Natlan? I mean, remember, Natlan is based off of Central America. A lot of the stuff that you see in Natlan is based off of Central American mythos and culture. Much like how Liyue was based off of China, Inazuma is based off of not Germany. Inazuma is based off of Japan, and was Mondstadt. I know that Mondstadt has aspects of Europe, but I forget what specific European nation that they were specifically focused on. I know that some of the characters are like there are some characters that have German names, and then you also have the Easter egg to King Arthur in the over at Mondstadt. Like, yeah, each of the different nations is supposed to be has aspects taken from real world. Even Sumeru has aspects based off of African cultures. I don't know if there's any that are based off of like Pacific Islander or India yet. Maybe there are. I'm not all that versed in terms of like the Genshin lore. But if you go and watch Meansleaf, Minsleif, I believe is how you spell her channel. She does a lot of lore videos, and then there's also another one. I saw that she posted another video today, but based off of a different game. Where is it? I got the notification. Okay, there's... Maybe I'm mistaken. I thought I saw that... Oh well. But yeah, there are a number of lore videos, and yeah, that's pretty much why, however you pronounce that name, is in Natman. I gotta take a quick intermission. I will be right back, after which we will get back to this story. And I'm back. Alright. On Tonatiuh. A place where I stored the golden entity, alongside this place. I once believed that humanity could create a civilization still more glorious. After Sri Lanka's apotheosis, I even thought that they might avoid the dead end we walked into. So I decided to give them more time. But too many years have gone by. None amongst the tribes have even dared, not since Ochkan, to establish a united empire. Until today, they lean on the authority of their so-called Archon, like a crutch. They were unable to forge weapons for themselves to wield, such that their world might be defended from the all-corrupting dark. Their way of fighting against the Great Shadow still lies in their stale stories of heroic valor, passed from generation to generation. So consumed are they with the past that they dare not risk it all. Each time our foe strikes from the shadows, the slowly accumulated fruits of civilization are destroyed all in an instant, and afterward there is only the eternal cycle, or worse, inexorable devolution. The time I granted as grace has lost all meaning as a result. Perhaps if I gave them a few thousand years more, perhaps several tens of thousands, they will create that glorious shining epoch. But my faith has run out. Oh wait, no, he's back into that form. Perhaps if I gave them a few thousand years more, perhaps several tens of thousands, they will create that glorious shining epoch. But my faith has run out. And waiting has become a luxury, whether it be for me or this once sealed sacred city. Come. This story is almost at its end. Let me witness your choice. Mine? Yes, chosen of dragons. I would hear your answer. Ooh, boy. Behold, Witch supposedly, and its activation array. Bring it to life. This way our shadowy enemy may never again gain a foothold upon this place. And afterward, via the gradual expansion of the primal flame's power, just like when a complete bubble is blown within the leaking husk of an old one, perhaps the entire world shall become free from abyssal poison. But the authority over primal flame. When Natlin is fully phlogistonized, the very concept of life will be rewritten. That authority will then return naturally. Only draconic phlogiston lifeforms may wield this authority. As such, you can become the shaper of this new world. You can also become the Pyro Dragon Sovereign renewed. No. I suspect that any such rulership would be something entirely new, surpassing our traditional conceptions. Then, you shall reclaim all light, all heat, all wisdom, bringing all order and great glory back to this realm, even to this world. Even if doing so means the end of evolution? Who knows? Perhaps it will instead prove the beginning of a new evolutionary cycle. Stopping on the path leading onward can be another form of bravery, especially when the alternative is infinite regression. I mean, there are all those sci-fi shows that are like, the next state of evolution for humanity is turning into beings of energy. That's pretty much what he's talking about. Next step of dragon-kind evolution, to be turned into phlogiston beings. Now then, choose. Activate Huitzilopochtli. No, wait. Zendor! Oh. And here I thought you wouldn't be able to remember them. Never mind how your mind now has at least 1,000 years worth of memories within it. I also intended for you to make your decision while having forgotten them. Zendor was never meant to have existed here. Though, of course, it was precisely due to his aid that you were able to reach this place. He is, however, rather special, and maybe that the phlogistonization of Natlan will not affect him. It may be? No one knows what will happen once it is activated. Perhaps there shall then be no difference between you and me. Perhaps we shall both be destroyed. Perhaps he and that little emissary by his side will live. Perhaps they will not. Little emissary. Emissary is different than guide. What does he know about Paimon? Like, there's a lot of theories that are going around about Paimon. He's now calling Paimon an emissary. Who is Paimon supposed to be representing? Who has Paimon come here? I feel like that might be a little bit of a lore hint. I'm really, really curious now. Enough of that. Time is short. We do not have much excess energy left to also maintain those of our kind who have already become phlogiston life forms. If we do not obtain the authority over the primal flame in time, all shall soon perish. And once that moment comes, choice itself will be lost to us. Quickly, choose, O chosen of dragons. This is an omen of new life, and also the final entity. Entering trigger sequence. 3 rounds of confirmations will be required to either activate or deactivate the sweeping skyfire. First confirmation. Are you certain that you wish to activate Huitzilopochtli? Cancel activation. Kukulkan, I'm sending Helios Mithras over. Results confirmed. Sweeping Skyfire activation sequence has been cancelled. Which supposedly has ceased operations. So, this is your decision, I presume. Why did you do it? I still believe in humanity. And I will not put Zendor and Paimon at risk. And yet, you may not hold the same pride of place in their hearts. Are they not adventurers who roam the world? Perhaps it was only out of charity, or the desire to gain treasure or some other reward that they brought you here. Perhaps in their hearts, they even harbor grievances against the nuisance you make yourself, roaring in this way and that as you do. What they think of me matters little. They, however, are important to me. That's what really counts. You're about to show the dragons what Helios Mithras does. You have no idea what folly you have chosen. What you shall now lose. There is still time, you know. I will not activate it. Even if the wisdom and the power you enjoy now will fade without the primal flame's aid, it was the fire I allotted to you that granted you that intellect. Yet deprived of our primal source, we shall merely share the feeblest of flames between two meager matches. Soon, everything here shall cease to exist, and you will lose both your strength and powers of speech. How will you tell your Zendor and Paimon of this world that you almost gained, yet in the end, lost? They don't have to know about something as silly as this. Fool! You do not even know where they are, nor is there any way back from this place. If there isn't a way back to them, then I'll make one. Come back! You know not what you preterm it. Ah. You burn through the power vested in your body! Come back! Oh, your folly is beyond belief. You're not as important to them as you think. We're about to be trapped! Nothing happened. Wait. No, did you save us? Grout again? If you've grown this big, does that mean you've recovered? Could it be that... Be on your guard. The battle's not over yet. Oh, right. There's still that big guy.
Water jet! Bombs away! Water jet! Wipe out!
Probably should have done that one.
Go!
Stop shooting. Okay, earlier you said focus at the hands. Like, hang on. Yeah, Scarlet, you said engage the hands earlier, so I'm just doing what you told me to do. Hey. You're not using your sword to battle its head. Oh. I gotcha. So you're saying stop. Engage the hands, but don't shoot the hands.
Bombs away!
Okay, gotcha. Phew. Guess it's finally over. Oh, chosen of dragons, you have completed every trial set before you. The Flame Lord's blessing has been dispelled. The curse has been lifted. Guess it's finally over. You just said that, Paimon. Paimon was gonna say, for you to have grown up this big and yet still be safe, Groudon, could it be that fighting was just what we needed to remove the bloodline curse? Still, that Sage of the Stolen Flame weirdo didn't show up, not even once. Maybe he already did. Did you see him, little guy? Wait, what's wrong? Were you hurt during the battle? Chosen of dragons, I chose you after much deliberation, and you have my thanks for all you have done. I have always believed in you. It's hard for me to say this, Zendar. Never forget that I love you. Hey, Groudon, what's going on into you? Hey, you're back to normal size. Oh, this whole place is shaking. Is the volcano about to blow? Let's get Groudon out first. Right. Oh, can't forget his scarf. So, this is as far as the maintenance functions go. I thought your technical skills could have taken us a bit further. Still, I finally understand how you felt, Shokoto, my great brother. I now know what it means to come to the end of one's days, to yearn to see this one thing done, or to receive that single clear answer, and to be willing to do anything to accomplish these goals. I imagine you'd scold me. Why are the things I say and do always worlds apart? If I had truly wished for a dragon to activate that system, should I not have raised them within the sacred city, teaching them to hate this world? Why did I send them to be by a human side? Perhaps, deep down, I still wish to believe. Isn't it wonderful? It made the same choice I made back then. And Dogecoin too, for that matter. My king, my elder brother, O Lord who gave me life on the day you yourself were born. You once said that in my final moments, I would understand your desire. But it seems that on this point alone, I cannot concede. Well, that was weird. All that shaking and all the volcano did was blow off just a little smoke. We ran ourselves silly just for that? Huh? Not that you had to run. We grabbed you and booked it. Still, you gave us quite a fright, fainting the way you did after that battle. Are you still feeling unwell? Sure sounds like the worst is over. Anyway, so was that Flame Lord's blessing gone now? But Rodigan still has the mark on his head. As you reach out, he stands up straight on his hind legs, rubbing his horn gently against your palm. The mark, red as flame itself, has dimmed and cooled, no longer concealing that faint warmth. It seems that whatever power it once held is gone now. Paimon can't help but feel like you were a bit smarter while you were bigger just now. Now you're back to looking a little bit silly. True, but he's our silly little guy. I like him just the way he is. Well, yeah, but still. Anyway, who'd have thought that we'd remove the Flame Lord's blessing, huh? We might just be on our way to writing ourselves a new legend. All this adventuring made Paimon hungry, though. Should we go get some blazed meat stew? Or maybe a little cake? You want to eat both? You greedy little saurian. But today's the day to celebrate, so sure. Let's go right now. Do we have any final quests? Oh, nope. Okay. I guess that's that. Oh. Mavrika. Oh. Yes. A lot of people are still are shipping Mavrika and Capitano, and according to some rumors that I've heard, the captain. Oh, I've still gotta unlock that a whole bunch. According to some rumors that how much time do I have? Okay, 58 days. Capitano is supposedly supposed to be playable. I'm not. Pretty much, his model has that same sort of code that is common for playable models, which has often has coders have been able to use to determine which characters will become playable later on. I'm curious if that's actually going to be the case, or if Hoyoverse has finally learned to just code all their major NPCs that way, so that it's never going to be sure. Like that's how I would do it. Just code all major models that way to keep the community guessing. But hey, reputation. Alright, explored. Let's do some quick supply. Ah, shoot, I need to get some more of those. Capitano X. Yeah. Speaking of Capitano, once I get enough blazing flint ore, I will pay one more visit over to him. Yeah. I think that will be a good place to end the stream. Yeah. I think that'll be it. Anyway, thank you very much, Scarlett, for showing up. Well, yep, that was a 2-hour stream. So, I think... So, I am going to be gone, not next week, but the week after. I'm not going to be able to stream for a week. I just need to decide what I want to do next week. I know that some of my friends are still wanting me to play some more Monster Hunter. So I might do some of that. Or I might play that off stream, I don't know. Definitely want to do some Helldivers. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, Floof, I know that he didn't stay around long, but thank you, Floof, for stopping by. Scarlett, thank you for sticking around for the entire stream. Pleasure having you here. And, yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye.